Yeah, man. Shout out to Tisha the Brave.
Subscribe to me.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tisha Brave. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing okay. And before we get started, I know there's at least one or two of you who haven't pressed that subscribe button. So subscribe to me so you can join the Bravers, which is the family name for my subscribers. Okay, so let's get into the video. I'm talking about Ubuntu. What is Ubuntu and why is it so important? I feel it's very important. I feel like a lot of people don't know what it is, and I'm here to share with you why I feel it will benefit the black community in particular. It comes from a region in South Africa, I believe from the Xhosa tribe, if I'm saying that correctly. I could be saying it completely wrong. The motto of Ubuntu is, I am because we are. So it's about unity. Basically, I can't have anything without you having anything. If I have a bunch of grapes, everybody's getting an equal amount of grapes. That's basically the motto for Ubuntu. And that's why it's really important that we talk about this, because that comes from an African place. Now, we have been colonialized, we have been westernized, and every man for itself is a very westernized philosophy. I would even call it a westernized religion. We've come to the point where we're so competitive against each other that we don't want to help one another, particularly in the black community. We all know why that is. Consequences of that is actually very real today, and it snowballs into the problems and the situations that we have within the black community today. Whether you like it or not, whether you think that you know, we've moved on from all of these things, there's still racial systematic oppression happening right now. So how do we help the black community using the Ubuntu practices and the Ubuntu philosophy? Like I said, if I'm having a bunch of grapes, everybody within my own community will have the same shared amount of grapes. So how does that translate in how we can help today, especially because everybody is competitive, because everybody does need financial monetary gain in order to move into this life, in order to navigate in this life. So the number one thing, which should be obvious, is supporting black owned brands. You heard it here first, people. Yes, supporting black owned brands, particularly in your local community, because a lot of people, even when they do support black owned brands, which supporting any black owned brand, amazing, but in your local community, if you want to thrive in your local community, if you want to make sure the black community in your community is solid, then please look for some local black owned businesses around you, because when you strengthen the black community in your community, it has a ripple effect on the other communities, because now they can see how your community is effective. So like, for example, we live in London. If one system really works in North London, East London can now piggyback off of that. These are things that will have a good ripple effect. So support your local black people first. That's what I'm saying. And of course, there are things that you may not be able to get in your local black community. In that case, just buy black, period. Just black back. It's not hard, it's not difficult, but it's not really hard, it's not really difficult. The second thing is, if you cannot afford to do the things that you want to do in order to support, then sharing is free on social media. Every social media platform, as far as I'm concerned, is free, and sharing is caring, and sharing is free. To my non-black people too, that also helps. Sharing. The next thing I want to talk about is mental health in the community too. Share black therapists. Share black therapists, and I'm stressing the word black because not every ethnic minority is even going to understand your microaggressions. Not every ethnic minority is going to understand where you're coming from, and we need black therapists. So share the, if you know any black therapists, share the black therapists online, give numbers out, give this out, give websites, whatever it is. Share the black therapy. There's so much trauma within our own community, and so many things that we have grown up in to deem to be normal, and it's not normal, and it's not normal, and it's not normal. It really isn't normal. So share those things too. And the last thing I want to talk about is actually creating a safe space for black people in the local community. and also like volunteering in those spaces too. So volunteering your time to actually be part of the Black community, to remember what you are a part of, and to remember that that is special. Because a lot of people, and I've seen this a lot in Eastern European communities, especially in London where I live, a lot of them have like halls. Like I see like Greek halls, I see like Polish halls, I see like all these like very specific things where people just come together and have their own little gatherings. And I'm thinking, well, that's cool. Like, why don't Black people do that? Very, like, you know, and sometimes we do separate you know, Black people with very specific things like Ghanaian or Nigerian or this or that, and that's cool too. But what I'm saying is, I feel like there needs to be more of a safe space where Black people could just gather and just be, think about and be creative. You know, go to local MPs or this or that and actually think about like maybe setting up a safe space for Black people, like maybe for Black men or Black women or whatever it is that you actually want to do. But like, it's very important that we actually take these ideas and move them forward. Now, if you feel uncomfortable with doing that, then you can create online groups. You can create online groups on Facebook, anything. And that way it's less scary for you to do it in actual person. But creating a safe space for Black sisterhood or Black brotherhood or anything like that is so important, because a lot of colonial trauma has obviously passed through us, through generation to generation to generation, to the point where we are at this stage today. So whatever your talent is, whatever it is that you feel you can do to in our Black community is very important. Because remember, what we want to do is have the grape analogy in our minds. We want to be able to have a bunch of grapes and everybody have something to. Everybody having something to, and everybody being seen and everybody being heard. And that's the whole point of Ubuntu. Togetherness. That's the whole point. Unity. And like I said, every man for itself. Westernized is so westernized. We're so accustomed to being westernized, and that's so sad. And we should not be like that. You know, most of us Black people come from different tribes, and being tribal is being communal and sharing and caring and making sure that we thrive as a community. So remember, Ubuntu, the motto is, I am because we are. We definitely want to make sure that everybody everybody gets something out of the Black community. Everybody feels welcome. Everybody feels like they're part of a family here. So, my name is Tisha Brave, and if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, share, thumbs up, all that good stuff. And let me know down in the comment sections down below, what are you thinking about doing in this time? How are you going to practice Ubuntu? I'll talk to you guys soon, and I love you guys so much. Please do not forget, the practice of Ubuntu is very important, especially in our world today. One love. Bye.